At dinner, my brother grinned, still single, huh? Must feel sad being a loser. My parents laughed. My entire world imploded over roast chicken and red wine. One dinner, that's all it took to unravel everything I thought I knew about my family, love, loyalty, betrayal, all of it came crashing down. The air in my childhood home in Portland was thick with that familiar blend, my mother Brenda's overly ambitious cooking and my father Robert's forced, almost desperate cheer. I'm Daniel, 31, a software developer. Nothing flashy, but it's a good life. I appreciate my quiet mornings, enjoy tinkering with old video games, and honestly, after a messy breakup years ago, I decided peace was better than settling. Being single never sat right with my parents. See, my younger brother, Kevin, 28, has always been the golden child. He's got that slick, car salesman charm, always loud, always talking about how important he is, even when he's just between things. Brenda dotes on him, still calls him a late bloomer even after he totaled 3 cars and stiffed 2 landlords. Robert acts tough, but he's always slipping Kevin a $100 bill when he thinks no one's looking. I used to rage about it, but eventually, I just went numb. The truth is, I was secretly helping him. 3 years ago, after another eviction, I started covering part of his rent, with the promise he'd pay me back. I kept it quiet, just transferred the money each month. Foolish, I know. This dinner wasn't supposed to be dramatic. It was Brenda's idea. We never see you anymore, her text read, dripping with guilt. It would mean so much to your father. I almost said no. I had a huge project going live, and frankly, I had no energy for the usual passive-aggressive comments. But guilt is a powerful, manipulative thing. So, I showed up, a bottle of wine in hand. Dinner started exactly as expected. Polite chatter, mostly about work or the weather. Robert asked about my job, then cut me off mid-sentence to ask Kevin if he was still talking to that recruiter in Phoenix. Kevin, of course, launched into a dramatic tale about almost landing some 6-figure role, needing more niche experience or something equally vague. It was all smoke and mirrors. Brenda beamed at him. Then, as I chewed a piece of chicken, it happened. Kevin leaned back, sipped his wine, and fixed me with that smug grin he wears like cheap cologne. Still single, huh? He said, far too casually. Must be lonely being a failure. He chuckled. Like it was a harmless joke. Like it wasn't a deliberate, cruel shot, right in front of our parents, who both offered soft, knowing laughs, as if he'd just delivered something clever. My fork froze halfway to my mouth. My heartbeat suddenly pounded in my ears. For a second, I just stared, trying to comprehend how he could say that, after everything. The jobs I'd passed on, the vacations I skipped, the countless times I'd bitten my tongue when I should have screamed. I felt a hot flush crawl up my neck. My first instinct was to laugh it off, to dismiss it, but something inside me snapped. Quietly. Cleanly. Like a thread finally breaking. I set my fork down, carefully wiped my mouth with my napkin, and looked my brother dead in the eye. Funny coming from a guy whose rent I've paid for 3 years. Not anymore, by the way. You could have heard a pin drop. Kevin's face went rigid, that smirk utterly wiped away. Brenda's mouth fell open, slow motion. Robert set his wine glass down with a little too much force. What would you have done in my shoes? Don't miss the twist bottom left, full story.